this is actually the simplest way that you can catch spikes. And if after watching this video, if you are not able to catch even a single spike, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe you should go to your village people and ask for help, because this strategy is actually the only strategy that I've seen so far that you can even scalp, or that you can use to catch your spikes in a simple way, and a very profitable way, right? And it's actually very, very profitable, right? So what do you have to look for, and what do you have to install? So for this strategy, I'm using the 13 moving average exponential, right? 13 moving average exponential, apply to close, it's the red one on my chart, and the 50 moving average, right? 50 is the black one on my chart, exponential, close again, and then click OK, right? So I want to make this video as quick as I can, because since it's spike, since we're talking about spike happened fast, so I want to make this video fast also. I'm just joking, right? So but I just want to make it faster so that you guys don't click off the video before you get the content that you came for, right? So let me just zoom in a little bit. So what do you have to know in order for us to trade this trend, right? So right over here, firstly you have to check the 15-minute time frame in order to see that the market is truly in a downtrend. 15 and 5-minute time frame is the market is in a downtrend. Then we shift direct to our 1-minute time frame. So I've skipped those parts, and if you don't know how to check the trend, I think you should leave a comment in the comment section down below if you don't know how to check the trend. But you can also use moving averages for that, and market structure, right? So I've skipped that part, right? Then now when you zoom toward to our 1-minute time frame, right? So let me just zoom in a little bit. So what do you have to look for, right? So it's actually very simple. It's just as simple as, what did you used to call it? Simple as cutting margarine with a hot knife, right? Just like that, right? So right now, when we shift back to our 1-minute time frame, right? At least if you are just looking for 1-2 spikes, right? This is actually the best strategy for you, right? So right over here, we shift back to our 1-minute time frame, right? Wait for the 1350 cross to the downside. If this is crash, right? And if it's boom, we have to wait for it to cross to the upside, right? So right over here, after our cross, we have to wait until the candlesticks pull back to the 13 moving average, or close to the 13 moving average. And when it reaches there, most of the times it spikes, right? And if it doesn't spike, give it about 2 to 3 candles. And if it doesn't spike after 2 to 3 candles, we have to exit, right? So that will be our stop loss side. So we want to maximize our profits and minimize our losses, right? So if you are about to lose, if you are going to lose money, whenever we're losing $1, we've got the potential to gain maybe $3, right? So if when it reaches the 13 moving average, you give it about 2 to 3 candles after it reaches the 13 moving average. If it doesn't spike, then you exit, right? So as you can see over here, it spikes when it's close to the 13 moving average, but most of the times you wouldn't be able to enter over here. What we want to see is you want to enter when it reaches the 13 moving average, like what it did over here, right? It just gives one candle and it spikes, reaches again, one candle and it spikes, reaches again, creates an AM, spikes, right? So if you are not able to catch spikes of all these spikes and you just miss one, it will be tough for you, my guy. It will be tough for you, I will promise you that. And if the candles break past like what they did over here, right, and they reach the 50 moving average, the 50 moving average now is a little bit different, right? You are going to be giving an allowance of about 5 candles, right? If it doesn't spike after 5 candles, then you exit. But if it reaches the 50 moving average, most of the times there will be a series of spikes if it starts spiking, and if it breaks, it will surely break, right? So like what it did over here, if it breaks, it surely breaks. If it breaks, it surely breaks, right? But over here, right, when it crosses again for sale, right, and it reaches the 13 moving average, and then there's 1, 2, and on the third candle it spikes, a series of spikes. Right over here, our stop loss would have been hit over here. This is about 4 candles, right? So would have exited, though it spiked a little bit later, right? And you can change this strategy to analyze what works best for you. If 2 candles works best for you, right, if that's enough for you. If 4 candles works best for you, but just try it out on demo first, and you'll be able to see what works best for you. But it's actually very, very simple, guys. That's just what you have to do in order to catch spikes. Whoever thought that catching spikes was this simple? If you thought that it was that hard, you were mistaken, my friend. Right, so that's all I got for you in this video. I'm not going to be showing you boom 500 or any other or any other what do we call it, any other market, Right, so that's it for this video, guys.